Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Insider channel. I am recording from Austin, Texas, where I record every day. Well, almost every day. We do take that occasional day off, but today is not one of those days. So we're making another video regarding cryptocurrency, and we appreciate you coming by to participate in the Crypto Insider experience. I'm not a financial advisor, certified financial planner, registered investment advisor, or tax accountant. I am somebody who has worked in the fintech space for a long time. The majority of my working adult life, and I do work with that Ripple partners on an almost daily basis. And so sometimes I can get an insight into what they're thinking, or at least from my little piece of the world. These are very large orgs with lots of different people and contracts and third parties and vendors and all kinds of fun stuff. But we are basically an XRP centric channel, XRP focused anyway. However, we do talk about other coins and other things, and we're going to talk about Bitcoin a little bit today because as goes Bitcoin, so goes XRP, mostly in the charts. What you're seeing on the screen before you is the donation that we make to the At Good Souls group. We make a donation every single day, or every single video, for each of the new subscribers to the channel. And what At Good XRP does is break it down and send it off to 9 different charities. They're all great causes. So if you want to donate to charity, all you have to do is click subscribe, even if you never watch another video of my aimless rambling, or listen to my mellifluous tones put you to sleep, or whatever the case may be. You can kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way, and we appreciate the work that they do. So let's jump into livecoinwatch.com. I wanted to use this one today rather than Coinalyze. We are up over that 25-cent mark, and that 25 cent seems to be a resistance. Every couple minutes, I've been watching this for about the past 10 minutes, we're either slightly above, slightly below. In 1 hour, you can see that we're kind of 0.00 or 0.02% down, but we are 4.5% up for the day. Bitcoin dominance fallen back down to almost 66%, and you can see the divergence in the charts between the XRP chart and the Bitcoin chart. If you really look at these, XRP seems to be more closely following Ethereum right now than it does Bitcoin. So that's interesting. We're getting more and more of these divergences, and as Bitcoin dominates, the percentage number falls. We're going to see that more and more often between all. And of course, the further you go down the market cap list, the crazier the price action starts to get. But XRP, I believe 25 cents is a high for the years to date. I did not look at the liquidity index spot, but we're getting almost new daily highs out of that. And so when I go around the Twitterverse and I read the different XRP posts, a lot of the comments are, "Oh, 1 cent up, you guys are already pre-ordering your Lambos." Let me tell you something. 1 cent is a big deal. We've been in an accumulation phase for so long that it is not common for somebody to have 10,000 to 100,000 XRP, and 1 penny makes a difference at those levels. So yeah, any green action I'm going to take. I don't care if it's only a penny right now. I believe in the tech, the fundamentals of XRP, and I do think that it is undervalued right now, and in the future we will see a higher return. So I'm holding. I basically stayed out of the XRP market for years while it was on that downsending resistance until it got to about 30 cents. Because at that point I was watching it, and I said, you know what, the price is so cheap that it doesn't make sense not to buy some of this right now. So that was my feeling there. Even if you lose it, the potential reward is worth taking that risk, in my opinion. Again, not an investment advisor. So let's go to the dailyhodl.com. We have an article by Daily Hodl staff. Crypto legend Peter Brandt analyzes Bitcoin, Litecoin, and XRP, says early signs suggest Bitcoin will rally much higher. A closely watched veteran trader who became legendary in crypto circles for calling Bitcoin's big collapse in January of 2018 is revealing his latest thoughts on Bitcoin, XRP, and Litecoin, the world's first, third, and seventh largest cryptocurrencies by market cap. Peter Brandt, who has previously said Bitcoin could rise to 100,000 in its current long-term cycle, says the King coin remains in a historic bull trend. In his latest weekly crypto outlook, Brandt says the leading cryptocurrency is now showing early signs that it could climb a lot higher than 100K. And the guy's name is Tim Draper. Tim Draper made a prediction a month or two ago that we could see a 250K Bitcoin. And one of the reasons why I'm covering this Bitcoin story today is because as goes Bitcoin, so goes XRP right now because of that Bitcoin dominance. And if they see a boom to 100K, it's very likely that all the other coins will see a bit of a boom as well. But I'll scroll down to the XRP section. As for XRP, Brandt says he often hears from investors who closely follow the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Although Brandt says XRP may prove to be a boomer and rise exponentially in value, he stresses his belief that Bitcoin is the real crypto asset to watch. And then it says, here is a quote from him. I know many of you are Ripple fans, XRP fans. I'm sorry, I just can't get all excited about that. I've talked about it in the past with you many times. For me, this is a Bitcoin story. Bitcoin is the legacy coin. I don't want to be sidetracked because I think the granddaddy of them all is going to continue to be Bitcoin. XRP may very well be a boomer, but it's also going to be a buster. So my focus will continue to be on Bitcoin. I'll look at Bitcoin as the litmus test of everything else. And that makes sense with the Bitcoin dominance as high as it is. And you're also right when you say, when Brandt says Bitcoin is the legacy coin, but not in a good way. It's the old coin. It's the coin with the bad tech, the bad fundamentals, and the bad speed, and they just keep trying to polish the turd with more tech and more protocols and more things that are causing even more problems than the slow speed that they're trying to fix originally. So you can continue because of the dominance to consider Bitcoin to be the granddaddy and the litmus test of everything else, but that's only going to work up until a certain point. I am a believer in the alt season theory, and that could be kicked off at some point as utility starts to be a thing that people look for in crypto. Crypto is like a hobby for most people right now. In fact, most people aren't in it. And so it's very rare. It'd be very rare for anybody listening to me right now to have a conversation with anyone else in the country who knows the difference between Bitcoin and XRP, just if you picked a random person out of the street. Most people probably would not know what either was or what utilities that they served. And I think that's going to change. I don't know when. It's just a feeling I have, so we'll see. In any case, I'm hodling like everybody else. The last article today is from Nick Chong, who we cover quite a bit. This simple chart observation says XRP's price may soon burst higher. Like it or not, XRP hasn't fared too well over the past few years. Okay, so it's falling to 24 cents where it is now and as low as 17 cents. Even in 2019, when Bitcoin gained over 90%, the popular altcoin tanked 50% against the US dollar, failing to break the steep downtrend it was caught in. Yeah, and that probably pushed some people out of the market. That's when I decided to get in, when I thought it had fallen so much. I FOMO in reverse, kind of. I FOMO when something gets so cheap that I just get FOMO. I fear of missing out. I don't get it when it's rising. But analysts say that Bitcoin may soon surge higher, citing a number of key technical factors that suggest XRP is ready to regain some strength. And in addition to the key technical factors, everybody knows this halving is coming, and we're only 100 days out, I think, from the halving, something like that, 120. I don't know. I forget exactly which date it is, but the point is, there is a credible event coming that we know normally affects the price of Bitcoin. So I can understand why all these analysts are bullish on it. Analyst Credible Crypto, who called Bitcoin's rally into the 8,000s in the middle of December near the bottom when everyone said Bitcoin was poised to go to the 5,000s, recently posted the two below charts of XRP and Bitcoin. He showed that there are clear similarities in XRP's price action since January 2018 and that of Bitcoin in February 2019. Bitcoin was trading in a falling wedge marked by two retests of resistance and two retests of support, then a final breakout above the wedge. XRP has traded in an eerily similar pattern, seeing those two retests of resistance and two retests of support and the breakout, yet prices have yet to rally as Bitcoin did. XRP, and I don't expect XRP's rally to match Bitcoin in price, meaning I don't think we're going to see $8,000 or $9,500 XRP anytime soon. I mean, there's a difference between the coins and the laws of supply and demand. XRP's following Bitcoin's exact trajectory will mean that one more dip is inbound, and it will also mean that the price of the altcoin will explode higher after said dip, likely above 30 cents and beyond, which would be great. I mean, which would basically make up for the past quarter or the quarter four of 2019, which was not very nice. So again, this guy's predicting a rally to 30 cents, and I've seen that too. Once we get there, once we get above 27, I'm going to be much more optimistic than I am now. 27 to 30, anything over 30. I mean, those are the areas where where I'm more comfortable saying I think the bottom's in and the trend is reversed. Now, there are other analysts that have already said that, and they may be right. They're probably better at chart analysis than I am. I am just a little more cautious and conservative, and I want to see it before I say it. So there's that. And I'm not a chart analyst, so I have to rely on these charts that are put up by other people and talk about them anyway. So it's just my feeling, basically. And it pretty much coincides with a lot of the chart analysts that I've seen. A lot of them say 26 cents was the bottom, or 22 cents was the bottom, 23 cents. So we're all in the 20s pretty much. I think it's a little bit higher, and I don't want to be tricked by the price action. So I want to say 27 cents to 30 cents. I'll probably say I think the bottom's in, guys. We could all still be wrong, and even the chart analysts I listen to say that. You've got to qualify it because you never know when some big event will happen. That affects the price that you're not taking account for in the charts. And it's just a hard asset class to do technical analysis on anyways, because it's so new. We don't have the history like we do with traditional Dow stocks and things like that. In any case, I'll stop aimlessly rambling now and putting you to sleep. I'm going to pop some videos and a subscribe button up on the screen for you. If you do subscribe, we will make a donation on your behalf the following day to @GoodXRP. So thank you for stopping by, and we'll be back with another video for you tomorrow.